get snacks for winning.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, everybody. First off, Happy New Year. What is it, the 2nd today?
Yeah.
The 2nd today, and we just, this is my family. This is the Merritt clan. This is my beautiful wife, Jolene.
Hi.
My daughter, Hayden, and the guy that she brought around.
Yeah.
He's, it's McCade, and he's super cold right now.
It's cold in here.
He's got his winter coat on in the house. Just really tough, this kid. Super tough. Hey, so we want to do a video kind of as a family. A lot of people have mentioned in the comments of my other videos that they would like to know a little bit more about me. So we were just talking and decided that we would try and do something a little bit fun. So we're gonna have a Big Spur Trivia contest. And I'm gonna ask some questions, and these guys are going to decide how they're gonna ring in for the answer, and the first person to ring in gets to guess the answer. If they get it wrong, then the next person gets to ring in. These questions should be pretty easy for most of them, I would think.
I'm having anxiety.
My hands are getting sweaty.
But the categories we're going to go through are arm wrestling, because I figured most of you guys would want to know about that. Family, hobbies, and then work, like my occupation. So you guys, what are you guys going to do for your ring-ins? Are you going to
Tap the table.
Yeah.
Well,
Just-
if you tap the table, you might knock it over.
Oh,
gonna
it might-
knock the camera over?
If we clap or something.
Yes, I don't know.
Raise
Well,
your hand.
each person has to do their own
They all
thing.
have our own thing.
Yeah, what's yours going to be, McCade?
I will clap.
Oh, the clap.
I've got the clap.
And Hayden, what's going to be your ring-in since he stole it?
I'll snap.
A snap, okay? And what's yours, Joe?
I'm just gonna raise my hand.
Well, you got to make it so I make sure I hear it over the other people.
Right here.
Just hit him in the back of the head.
Just smack
Like
him.
this, smack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just smack
That's
him.
my move.
There we go.
Smack.
Oh, I don't like that one already.
Wait, be careful.
Luckily, she's not going to do
Sorry.
well at this.
I'm nervous.
So, are there any questions about how the game is played?
No.
No.
You're keeping track of scores?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get
Hey, come here.
Hey, Willa,
Look,
Willa.
right here. This is Willa. This is Hayden and McCade's little one, and she's awesome. They can probably see this, can't they?
Probably. You could
Okay.
just have her stand up.
Willa.
and clap.
Come here. Come on.
Might have
Up here.
to do it.
She normally jumps up all the time when I don't want her to.
Come here, Will.
That's all right. Anyway, that's Willa, and she is not Jolene's favorite because she leaves hair everywhere, and Jolene does not like. She can spot hair from like a half a mile away. So, okay. How are we going to choose who gets to go first on choosing a category?
You just.
You just
You
start.
just choose a category.
I just choose a category?
Okay.
Okay. All right, I will choose a category because what most people want to know on this channel is probably arm wrestling stuff, so we'll start with arm wrestling. And getting all excited here. This one might take a little bit of figuring for you, but number one question is, when did I start pulling?
Do you want like the year?
2002.
Wrong.
So she was next.
Oh, okay.
I would say you started pulling in elementary school.
Well,
Junior high.
that was, I probably did, but I should have been more. You've already,
You think
you can't guess again. So that would, I guess I should have been more specific. I should probably say, when did I first start competitively arm wrestling?
That would have been in 1998.
Wrong.
Gotta
Be
be
the
around
last-
there.
You're the last one to guess.
I would guess 99, the year that Hayden was born.
Nope. I arm wrestled long before Hayden was born.
Oh, shoot.
No.
I actually was arm wrestling before Hayden's mother and I got married.
So
I got
that's
inter-
seven.
I got introduced to the sport through Hayden's mother's cousin's husband, Robert Baxter, if any of you guys know who Robert Baxter was, and it was in 1995.
Dang.
Wow.
It was right around when I came home off of my mission, and I started dating your mother. Is when I met them and started competing. And I want to say my first tournament was it was either summer of fall of 95 or summer of 96. I can't remember when my first tournament was, but it was in Clarkston, Wyoming, at the.
And there were 4 people there?
No, it was actually, there wasn't a very big one, but it was my first one. But, not Clarkston, Wyoming, Clarkston, Utah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on the ball diamond. They had the table right out on the pitcher's mound, and people were sitting up in the bandstands. Hey,
So how did you do?
actually, in that match, that tournament, I was horrible.
Well, it was like your first one.
It was my first one, but I lost. I think I won one match right and left-handed, but it was before I really knew anything about how long it took for tendons to heal. And I had practiced like 2 days prior with Robert, and when I went to that tournament, my arms hurt so bad. I literally I cried all the way home after that tournament because it was so painful. So
well, that's something I feel like that non-arm wrestlers don't realize too, is just all the technique that goes into arm wrestling. Is you think, yeah, I can arm wrestle you, sure. Like I'm a big guy, you're a big guy, you know. But they don't realize that there's actually like a lot of technique that is behind it.
yeah, technique and especially the recovery part of it, and understanding that it's different than lifting weights where it really hurts bad on your tendons. So yeah, it was in 1995 is when I started arm wrestling. My first event was either fall of 95 or like summer of 96. I can't remember for sure. But then my second event was in Ogden, and it was a annual tournament there, and I did really, really well. I took second right-handed in the amateur class, and I took third left-handed in the pro class, and I lost to Kevin Bongard and Justin Phillips.
Was it by weight class?
Well, it was, but it was 199 and above
Oh, I was
back
gonna say,
then.
you and Kevin were in the same weight class.
Well, Kevin always would he'd pull multiple classes just because he was good enough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I figured third place in the pro division, my first tournament was pretty good. So yeah. Okay, so since you all sucked at that, nobody got it right.
Well, I was at least the closest.
Yeah, oh, there you go. Take some credit.
And
I don't know
and you
if
didn't
I
word
don't know
your
if elementary school is
question
closest
correctly.
to 95.
Well,
Well,
but
when
that's when
I
you
was
first started. Did you
I
not?
was-
Did
Yeah,
you?
when I
Did you
changed-
or did you not arm wrestle when you were in elementary school?
I'm sure I did.
Okay then.
I'm sure I did. But I did have tournaments in middle school. They had a school tournament every year in middle school, and I won that every year. So, but that really wasn't like when it was sitting down at a desk and
Yeah, not for real.
anyway.
Hey, come here.
Willow wandering around. She got up on Joe's bed the other day and didn't make her very happy.
Hey, lay down.
Okay, so are you guys ready for the second category? We're going to move on to family. And this one maybe Joe might get right. How did Joe and I meet? Oh, she beat you.
Dancing. You guys.
Be more specific.
You knew Nancy, and she told you to go to a place to go dancing.
Where?
I don't know.
It was a ward, like a church.
I sing a
Activity.
It was a singles church dance that we met at. And I
I
knew Jolene's sister from work, and she and I knew that she'd be going to the dance, but I did not know that she had called Jolene and had invited her to come, and that's how we met. Yeah. So Jolene and I like to dance a lot.
Hip hop, like break dancing.
Not really, no.
Cody can spin on his head
I'm-
and circle and stuff like that.
That's
very-
really why he has that big garage, that big shop. It has really nice,
It's a smooth
like
floor
wax
It does have a
floor
really
for
good
his head to
for break dancing. I got a
The
big
worm.
cardboard box out there. So, all right. So that's an answer for McKay. You got that one right. You got to be specific. Okay, McKay. What category do you
I'll
want?
do the family
Arm wrestling,
again.
family, hobbies, or work? You want family again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 2. This one's going to be a little bit tricky.
I'm just gonna snap first on all of them.
Okay,
And get 'em
this
all
one
wrong.
this one has 2 parts to it. So you got to be thinking about it. How many siblings do I have? Okay.
Well, living, there are 6, but then he has 7.
Wrong.
Oh,
Mhm. How many siblings do I have?
You only have 6.
I have
well,
there are
he's five-
6 of us
five si-
total.
5 siblings.
I'm not
he's
one of my
6.
siblings.
So,
Wow.
okay.
Oh, 5, but that's 6.
We have 6 total, but my oldest brother died when he was a baby, so there I have 5 living and 6. But there's also even more that makes it even more tricky. I have half siblings too.
Yeah. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, you
Who
have 2.
knows?
I have 2 half siblings as well. So yeah, my
Carrie and Lance.
2 step siblings.
I guess they are step siblings. They aren't half siblings. That's right. Yeah. So I've got step siblings as well. So yeah.
Ross's kids.
Oh.
Yeah, Ross's kids, Lance and Carrie. And Carrie's she passed away. But you know, oh goodness, just drawing a blank. What's Carrie's husband's name? Eric. Yes, Eric. He and his new wife come over with Carrie's
Okay,
son.
Yeah.
Brighton.
Brighton was Carrie. That's so that's Ross and Ross's daughter's boy. So
Okay.
okay. So who got that right? Since Joe got it wrong,
You
I
said
said
five.
there's
I had
6.
to clarify. We'll give Hayden a point there. Come on, babe. You got to think these through. You can do this.
That's like
Well, if you go back and replay it, I will say that there are 6 of you, but then it'd be 7.
Yeah, but
So,
that's not siblings. I'm not my own sibling.
true.
Okay. Okay. So Hayden, what do you want? Do you want arm wrestling, family, or hobbies?
Hobbies.
Okay. Hobbies, number 1 question is good luck with this one. What are the 3 calibers of long range rifles that I have?
Oh, cool.
you have a 6.5 PRC,
Mm-hmm.
a 28 Nosler,
Mm-hmm.
and a 7
Wrong.
Oh, not a 7 in there.
225.
It's close.
22 250.
Oh, 22.
22-250 Ackley improved.
Oh, okay.
His 7mm went to the way of the new gun.
Yeah.
It got turned into the 6.5 PRC.
Oh, okay.
So Joe was actually the one that got the 3rd one correct there, so she'll get that point. But I thought you'd get this one. You just got
I just
anxious.
forgot about your 22 250.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Jolene. Which category do you want to go with?
Let's go with your work.
Work. Number 1 question on work is, what do I do for? Oh, let's do this. This is 3 answers. You have to get all 3 correct. What do I do for work? Joe.
You are a probation parole officer.
Okay.
You also are the state instructor for shooting, and you also work at the hospital security part-time.
Okay. That now the those are correct. Other than the firearms instructor is part of the probation and parole
Well,
job.
I think what you were looking for is you teach classes.
Wrong.
No.
Come on. What did I start this? Okay. What is it?
Okay, wait, but this is I have 2 because it's part of it. You're arm wrestle, but you do
You're-
gun stuff. You do
You're the
sight.
What's the-
CEO of Big Spur Industries.
Yeah.
Give me a point.
That's my 3
I'm
jobs.
saying.
Okay, well,
So with Jolene is right. I do work as a probation and parole officer. In that job, I have a lot of different things that I do. I am a firearms instructor for the state. I also I teach a lot of classes. What I do for my job, help probation and parolees deal with anger management, substance abuse, relapse prevention type stuff, and a moral recognition therapy type class. So I do that. Part of my, I said do. Part of my
3 years old.
of my probation and parole job. But I also work part-time as a security officer at the hospital. which I really like that job. It's pretty easy. And then just about a year ago, I started my Big Spur Industries, where I do a lot of things. And arm wrestling is part of that job. I build stuff in my shop, do woodworking. I also do some lawn care and sell things for long range shooting as well. So I don't know who got that answer
All
right.
three of us added. Because I said you do arm
Well,
wrestling.
all three of
and
mine were
shooting
correct
stuff.
answers.
But they weren't.
All three,
So
all of ours
these
were
are biased
correct
questions.
answers.
We'll
They're
work on
not.
getting a better question the
No,
next
if
time.
I asked you what your 3 jobs were, you wouldn't say, well, I sell insurance, a car insurance, I sell house insurance. That's not what you would say. You'd say your 3 separate jobs.
Okay.
By the way, she's an insurance agent. Is her employment. Okay, I will give each of you a point on that. So we've got a 3-way tie right now. And since Jolene was the one that picked last, you get to pick again.
We are gonna go with
Arm wrestling, family, hobbies, or work.
arm wrestling.
Okay, number 2 question on arm wrestling is what year did I win my first national title? You'd be the only one that was around at the time. What is it?
2002.
Good job. It was 2002. I won it in Tahoe, and I actually beat Marcio Barbosa for that title, left-handed. He had beat me early in the tournament. I had to come around for the B side and beat him. But really, the one of the reasons why I was able to win that match is he had a long match with John Berzink in the weight class below that, so he was kind of a little bit beat up at that point.
Is that when you went to Poland?
It is when I went to Poland. Yep, 2002. All right, Joe, good job. You get a point there. Joe is now leading 3-2. Now, just so you guys know, Hayden is very competitive, and this stuff is eating her up. I can tell already.
I just don't know any yet. They're
Okay.
too specific.
All right, Joe, what do you want to go with now? What's title, or excuse me, category?
Family.
Family. 3rd question on family is, this one you should get 2. This is a 2-part question. You have to know both parts of the question. How did I propose to Jolene? Wait for the whole question.
You guys should be DQ'd.
And what happened that was embarrassing for me?
I
Jolene.
don't know, I'm embarrassed.
Well, he tried to have me arrested because he said I had some unpaid warrant of some sort. Anyways, but as the officer was taking me back to his car, I peeked over my shoulder and Cody was on one knee trying to propose. And what was embarrassing was that he dropped the ring on the ground.
As I was trying to
as he
take
was
it out of
trying
the
to-
box.
Yep.
Yeah. So I didn't say you had any warrants. Being in law enforcement, I have a lot of friends who also work in law enforcement, and I have a buddy who works for the Highway Patrol in Utah, and he agreed to help me with this proposal, and it was on our. It was the day before my birthday, actually, or the day after my birthday. Day before my birthday is when we got proposed. And we were going out for my birthday dinner, and I had the police officer, I told him which route we were going to go, and he was waiting for us. And he just pulled me over and came to the door like I pretend like I didn't know what was going on, and he asked for both of our information, which you would never really do that.
No, he wouldn't. I'm like, this is weird.
But anyway, he took her information and took mine and went back, and then came back a few minutes later and asked for her to get out of the truck, and she was sitting beside me, so we both had to get out, and she got out and said, there's a warrant for your arrest, and she's like, well, what for? And he's like, I don't know, I just know. Anyway, he took her back to the car, and as he was talking to her, I kind of snuck up behind her and got down on one knee. Well, he was gonna turn around and cuff her up, and then she was supposed to see me on one knee, but she cheated and peeked over her shoulder. Anyway, I did when I was trying to, when I had this whole thing I said to her, and when I was getting the ring out to put on her finger, I dropped it in the gravel.
And it's all on video.
It is.
The dash cam.
The dash cam. I had it, but he was never able to get it to me. I've never actually seen the video.
No, I'm pretty sure we have it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
do we?
think
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you have. Yeah, I guess it is on video. It's somewhere, I guess. But anyway, yeah. That's how I proposed to her. So that's another point for Jolene. Jolene's winning right
I'm
now.
rocking it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. What's the next category, babe?
Let's go with arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling, number 3. What is my favorite way to train for arm wrestling? Ooh, that's faster over there.
Arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling is the answer. I do not spend a lot of time in the gym, and when I say a lot of time, I mean like next to 0. I do most of my training on the table, practicing arm wrestling. The rest of the time I do recovery stuff, trying to recover from practices. So yeah, that's it. McCade, you just put Hayden in the losing position. Wait a bit, are you sleepy? Time for bed? Oh goodness gracious.
We'll do hobbies again.
Okay, hobbies it is. Number 2 on the hobbies is, what is my longest shot? Oh, and Joel.
1,100 yards.
Babe, you were with me when I did it, and you did it too. Wrong.
A mile.
1 mile. Remember that day? We all were there shooting? Oh my goodness, 1 mile. I thought for sure you would
1
get that,
mile.
babe.
How many yards is a mile?
1,760, 1,780, something like that.
Yeah, totally.
Just
way
under
off.
1,800 yards.
That's what I thought it was, but then you said it's so low. I was like, oh, maybe it's not.
I didn't. Did I say it so low?
She said 11.
I said 1,100.
And so
Oh.
then I thought a mile was extreme. So then I was like,
A mile is extreme. That's why I did it, yo.
I should have known that.
Okay, that was McCade's right answer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you were there shooting it that day. I thought for sure you'd
But
get
I
that
missed.
one. Yeah.
I missed.
Hobbies again.
Hobbies again. Oh, hold it. Oh, you did get it right. Sorry.
I did.
She guessed. She guessed first. Okay. The third question is a simple one. You guys should all get this one, but it's a multiple choice. Okay. What did I have here? Where would I? Okay. How do I want to say this? Which of the following would be my preferred vacation? On a beach, in the city, in the mountains? Hayden.
in the mountains.
In the
Sea
mountains. Sea in the mountains. That is true. Why do you think that is, Hayden?
Our family goes on a huge family reunion trip every year in the mountains. And that's what he uses the majority of his vacation time on. And we just camp and shoot and
I thought it was because you didn't look good in a swimsuit.
I look amazing in a swimsuit. You haven't seen me in my 2-piece. It's
haven't.
incredible.
I have.
and we live in the mountains too, so
We
it's
live
right
in the
close
mountains.
by.
I do like going to the beach, and I don't mind going to big cities. It's kind of cool for a short period of time. But if someone offered me the option to spend a week, like in Hawaii or a week in the mountains, I would choose the mountains every time. If I had the one choice for my vacation, that would be my choice every time. I absolutely love it. Okay, Hayden got that one right.
Yes.
Was that the last one for hobbies?
That's number 3. We've got 2 more in hobbies. So work has got 4 more. Arm wrestling has got 2 more. Family has got 2 more, and hobbies has got 2 more. Which you want to go with?
Family.
Well, this one might be a dumb question after the last answer. What is my favorite family vacation each year? Hayden.
Family reunion.
Family reunion. Yes, it is. Like she said, I take most of my vacation to go to my family reunion. It is, we literally go for like 11 or 12 days. We go camping and stay in the same spot, and it's a blast. We get tons. It's my father's side of the family. We have, I don't know, 50, 60 people there, like 20 trailers. It's huge and a lot of fun. We do a lot of fun things. We do ATV riding. We do a lot of shooting. We do swimming if we can, fishing. Just we do a lot of cool things, and we enjoy it. I enjoy it. Tubing down the rivers.
Paintball and something.
Paintball. We do paintball. Big huge paintball wars. It's just a lot of fun. We have a good time. So yeah, my favorite thing to do each year for vacation. Okay, Hayden, I gave you a point. Yep. Okay, what category now?
Hobbies.
Hobbies, number 4. This is, I guess it's kind of a hobby. What is my favorite food?
I don't know.
You don't know. She was the
You
next
should
one
lose
up.
a point.
Steak. I don't know.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and
Butter
cheese.
noodles.
Mac and cheese is probably my all-time favorite, but I really like steak as well. So, yeah, but you had said I don't know.
I
So-
said I don't know.
yeah,
Steak.
then she raised her hand after that. That's because it wasn't. You said I don't know, so I gave her for the next
I
thing.
didn't say steak. I
No.
did.
Okay, Jolene. All right, we got a tie for first. Hayden and Jolene with 5 apiece, and McCade has dropped down to 4, the loser. Hey, somebody's got to lose, buddy.
Maybe quit hitting the table because it's probably bouncing your camera around.
We'll get over it. Okay, so I've got 1 more in hobbies, 1 more in family, 2 more in arm wrestling, and 4 more in work. Which one are you going to go with, Hayden?
I didn't win.
Oh,
You didn't
Jolene,
give
sorry.
It to me.
Let's go with work. We haven't done one of those for a while.
Those are hard.
Okay.
Very specific.
Okay. How long have I been a probation officer? Hayden.
Since 2004.
Wrong.
Is that when you went
It's
to the police
super
academy?
close. No, that would have been when I started.
2005.
2005 is correct. I thought
Are
you
you
would get
sure?
this.
Are you sure?
Well, you asked how long, not what year. So that would
Well,
be
Oh, that's true.
Well, yeah, that's
So-
just,
What, 17 years?
16 years.
yeah, just I'm at
Almost
16,
16,
almost
yeah.
17
17.
actually.
2022.
So,
So that was a messed up question. So we all get points.
No.
the year I started was 2005, but I didn't ask that. I did ask how long I was working there.
She didn't raise her hand.
I did
She did
too.
raise her hand.
I did raise my hand.
Okay, Jolene's gonna have to get that one. Sorry, McCade.
Technicality.
Technicality is right.
Yep.
All right, you gonna pick again, babe? What do you want?
All right, let's go with hobby again.
Okay, this is the last choice for hobby. Now we talked about earlier that Jolene and I met at a dance, and that I really enjoy dancing. That we enjoy dancing. Who taught me how to dance?
His mom.
No. You raised your hand before the question was over.
Well,
Your
I-
mom.
Okay, it was my
Marlene
mother that
Heiner
taught me how to dance.
Peterson.
Okay, hobbies are done. Just right now, the score is Jolene 7, Hayden 5, and McCade 4. No more hobby questions. We have 1 more family, 2 more arm wrestling, and 3 more work. Jolene, what do you want?
arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling. Who has been my biggest influence in arm wrestling? Ooh, I'm going to go with McCade on that one.
Robert Baxter.
Wrong.
Right.
Bob Brown.
Bob Brown has been my biggest influence in arm wrestling. He basically taught me how to arm wrestle. I'm surprised you didn't get that.
I've been snapping over
Oh,
here.
I can hear
I've
your
been
snap. You gotta
watching
snap
the window
loud.
back. I've been sitting here waiting for you to pick
Yeah,
on
the
me.
instant replay.
You gotta snap loud. There. Do it loud.
Rick was snapping at McCray, and McCray didn't know how, so he kept going.
Oh, that's funny. McCray is their niece,
Our
Nephew.
her nephew, and Rick is McCade's father. Rick and his wife Jenny and I were all the same age in high school. We went together to high school together. So yeah. Okay, Jolene, what's the next one?
Occupation.
Okay, what did we do? Occupation right there. Number 3. How long have I worked at the hospital? How long?
Since you started.
8 years.
Wrong.
Don't remember.
Let's see. 11 years.
That's close, but wrong.
10.
12.
Wrong.
9.
It's actually 12.
12. Wow.
Yeah, 12 years at the hospital. Kind of flown
Doesn't
by,
seem
huh?
like that long.
All of my years have been very close, by the way.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hanger rides.
I like it when it comes to dancing. Okay, Hayden, you got the point on that one. What do you want?
Family.
Family, you get the last one on that one.
Is hobby done too?
Hobbies is done. Yes, hobbies are done. Okay, the last question for family. Why do I choose to live where I live? McCade.
Because it's close to your family.
Because it's close to my family. And Joe's family and everybody. I really enjoy being
My family.
where we can be
No,
everywhere. You live close to your family. I mean, that's really not that far. 45-minute drive is not that
Only
bad.
an hour drive.
Well, you could be in like New York and be a long way away.
Well,
Someday,
It
hopefully.
happened in 6 months.
I don't like that idea. Okay, McCade, you are still behind, but that was a point. Okay, you've got arm wrestling or work.
Work.
What is the name of my business?
I already said this.
But I had the question written down before that. I don't know who was first at the hand raise or the clap.
Well, I'm losing, so I should get the opportunity.
You want the
All
give
right,
Big
let's-
Spur Industries.
Big Spur Industries. Okay. That was a tie-up, you and Hayden.
Work
and,
again.
And work again. Okay. In my part of my Big Spur Industries is I sell stuff for long range shooting. What is the brand of optics that
And we got the clapper.
Clapper and she's raising fast. That was both equal again. That was pretty even.
Athlon.
Athlon Optics is right. So if any of you guys are into shooting whatsoever and you want some of the best optics for a really, really good price, hit me up. Athlon Optics. They're amazing. I promise you. Hayden, you just went further into the losing position there.
Yeah.
And there's one question left. So here's how it happens. If Jolene gets the question right, she wins. If McCade, or if anybody else gets the question right, Jolene still wins. But if McCade gets it right, he will have tied Jolene. If you get it right, then you and McCade are tied and Jolene still wins. Okay, it's arm wrestling.
Who
Nope.
beat you?
When and where did I win my WF World title? Jolene.
2019 in Constanta, Romania.
That's true.
Good
That's
job, Joe.
true. Jolene is our champion. I don't have a trophy, but I got a surprise for you later.
I'm sure glad I didn't win.
How do you know what the surprise is? You
I
might
don't
have
know,
been
but I
excited
know.
about it. So, hey, thanks guys for joining us. Anything you guys want to add?
Like, subscribe, comment.
There you go.
And what you want to know, put it in the remarks.
Yeah, like I'm at like 630 something subscribers right now. I really would like to get to 1,000 so we can do a live and then I can answer any questions that you have. I've had people asking for content on. We want to know a little bit more about you, and that's why we came up with this game idea. Thought it'd be fun for you guys to meet my family, people that are important to me. So get this out there, share it with people, and get some of your friends to subscribe so I can start doing those lives, and it'd be easier for me to answer your questions. And
Yeah. Ask lots of questions in the comments because he wants to do a Q&A video and just kind of compile it all together and answer.
yeah, if you guys did that, we can do a Q&A video. That's question and answer for those of you that aren't really smart like myself. No, but I really appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. I hope you had a good time with this. I think it was fun. Hope you have an awesome New Year's or 2022. Make it very amazing and the best you can. And like always, approach life like I approach a meal. Don't miss out on it. Thanks, guys.
Word.